Welcome back, guards and guardians, to GuardGuides. This is going to be another one of my practice exam question and answer videos. This one is particularly for the ASIS CPP. These are some must-know questions. As always, a disclaimer. The ASIS CPP exam consists of 200 scored and 25 unscored multiple choice questions. This practice guide is designed to help you get familiar with the exam format with questions modeled after those you might see on the CPP. For additional study resources, including a free 22-page CPP study guide, check out the link in the description. Use this alongside other resources to ensure you're fully prepared for the exam. Part 1. Number 1. Which of the following is not a legitimate purpose of an investigation for employee misconduct? Is it A, to determine whether company rules have been violated, B, to ascertain whether company policies have been violated, C, to catalog information about employees that might be derogatory for future use, D, to determine if state laws have been violated, or E, to determine if federal laws have been violated? The answer is C, to catalog information about employees that might be derogatory for future use. Number 2. The investigation's best approach to questioning relies on the following. A. Most suspects will lie or circumvent the truth. B. A suspect is innocent until proven guilty. C. A key suspect is guilty and evidence must be found. D. A signed statement in the form of a confession must be obtained. Or E. None of the above. The answer is B. A suspect is innocent until proven guilty. Number 3. Some facts about drug users that may assist in recognizing problem areas during a drug investigation are set forth as follows. Which is erroneous? A. The only common characteristic is that drug abusers use drugs to a point where they feel they can no longer manage without its support. B. The adult abuser of drugs commonly has a history of social maladjustment. C. Drug abuse is concentrated in but not confined to slum areas of large cities. D. Those who can afford to buy drugs without resorting to crime are less likely to be arrested for drug violations. Or E. Chronic abuse of drugs is generally not considered a symptom of mental or emotional illness. The answer is E. Chronic abuse of drugs is generally not considered a symptom of mental or emotional illness. Number 4. A craving for a drug is exhibited often by the following. A. Water running from nose or eyes. B. Frequent yawning or sneezing. C. Continual itching of arms and legs. D. All of the above. Or E. None of the above. The answer is D. All of the above. Number 5. A narcotic addict is sometimes called A. A bingo. B. A geezer. C. A hophead. D. A pop. E. A bagman. The answer is C. A hophead, and this will of course change with regional distinctions and variations. Number 6. One whose sexual desires are directed to both men and women is known as A. Lesbian. B. Bisexual. C. Homosexual. D. Transvestite. Or E. None of the above. The answer is B. Bisexual. Number 7. When it is necessary to question a witness about sexual deviation, all of the following should be avoided except A. Using street language. B. Giving the impression of being avid to develop the facts. C. Leaving the impression you suspect the subject of being a sex deviant. D. Allowing the witness to frame the testimony in his or her own words. Or E. None of the above. The answer is D, allowing the witness to frame the testimony in his or her own words. Number 8, in conducting gambling investigations, the security officer should A, cooperate with local, county, state, or federal law enforcement. B, not use undercover operatives. C, wiretap the employee's home phone. D, search the lockers of all suspects. Or E, none of the above. The answer is A, cooperate with local, county, state, or federal law enforcement. Number 9, which of the following investigative resources should not normally be used in a gambling investigation conducted by a proprietary investigative force? A, closed-circuit TV cameras. B, undercover operatives. C, telephone surveillance. D, fluorescent powder. Or E, physical surveillances. The answer is C, telephone surveillance. Number 10, in an investigation concerning regulations of common carriers in interstate commerce or investigation of railroad accidents, a good source of information would be the A, Federal Bureau of Investigation. B, Bureau of Customs. C, Federal Trade Commission. D, Interstate Commerce Commission. Or E, General Accounting Office. The answer is D, Interstate Commerce Commission. Number 11, in investigating homicide and suicide, the best source of information would probably be the A, County Coroner's Office. B, Health Office. C, State Attorney General's Office. D, Federal Bureau of Investigation. Or E, the Sheriff's Office. The answer is A, County Coroner's Office. Number 12, to obtain information concerning marriage licenses, an investigator would contact the A, appropriate health department. B, tax bureau. C, Bureau of Vital Statistics. D, appropriate court. Or E, Social Security Office. The answer is C, the Bureau of Vital Statistics. Bonus: if you need more practice, the full ASIS CPP exam guide includes 200 plus questions with answers to help you prepare. Get it now on Etsy or Beacons. The links are in the description. Number 13. In conducting a claim investigation where the claim is a serious one and where there is cause for doubt in connection with the loss or claim, the type of investigation to be used is A, telephone. B, mail. C, personal contact. D, undercover. Or E, clandestine. The answer is C, personal contact. Number 14. One of the following is not one of the desired characteristics of a statement obtained during a claim investigation. A, it should be written in ink or indelible pencil or typed. B, it must be dated. C, it should be in short paragraphs with 2 spaces between each paragraph. D, it may be signed or unsigned. E, it must contain the identification of the person making it. The answer is C, it should be in short paragraphs with 2 spaces between each paragraph. Number 15, a sudden, violent, and noisy eruption, outburst, or discharge by material acted upon with force, such as fire, shock, or electrical charge, which causes the material, either solid or liquid, to convert into gas and violently expand or burst, is the definition of A, a flash fire. B, an explosion. C, a detonation. D, all of the above. Or E, none of the above. The answer is D, all of the above. 16. A yellow-colored crystalline solid pertains to the following explosive. A, TNT. B, dynamite. C, nitroglycerin. D, mercury fulminate. Or E, picric acid. The answer is E, picric acid. Number 17. Which of the following is not a high explosive? A, nitrocellulose, B, nitroglycerin, C, dynamite, D, nitrostarch, E, picric acid. The answer is A, nitrocellulose. Number 18. Which of the following could be considered a source of information? A record, B, a custodian of record, C, a public official, D, all of the above, or E, none of the above. The answer is D, all of the above. Number 19. One of the following is not considered an element of the common law crime of arson. A, commercial building, B, maliciousness, C, burning, D, willfulness, E, of another. The answer is A, commercial building. Number 20. Which of the following is not usually applicable to a confession? Is it A, it was voluntary, B, it was made subsequent to commission of a wrongful act, C, it is often applied to civil transactions, D, it gives no inference other than guilt, or E, it is an admission of guilt? The answer is C, it is often applied to civil transactions. Number 21. Which of the following is not a requirement for a successful undercover investigation? Is it A, a qualified investigator, B, a plausible cover story, C, an effective control scheme, D, developing necessary evidence for prosecution, E, a reliable method to discontinue or even suddenly abort the investigation? The answer is D, developing necessary evidence for prosecution. Number 22. If it is necessary to terminate an undercover investigation, one of the following actions should not be done. A, withdraw agent safely, B, withdraw agent immediately, C, salvage as much of the resultant data as possible, D, prepare explanations for those who demand them, E, reveal the agent's identity. The answer is E, reveal the agent's identity. 23. The principal item of expense in an investigation's budget will be A, communications, B, equipment, C, maintenance, D, personnel costs, or E, training. The answer is A, communications. 24. The single most important administrative control in handling investigations is A, indexing, B, case assignment, C, case review, D, documentation of status, or E, case ticklers. The answer is A, indexing. Number 25. The frequency of a reinvestigation of the financial lifestyle inquiry should generally be A, never, B, every 6 months, C, every year, D, every 18 months, or E, every 3 years. The answer is D, every 18 months. Want more questions? Comment below with what you want to see next. Like and subscribe so you don't miss the next batch. Member mentions. Become a channel member and your name will be included in an end of the video shout out. As always, like and subscribe for more guard guides. Visit my subreddit at r/guardguides and be safe.